안녕하십니까? Before Your Eyes, Before Your Eyes 라는 게임입니다. 무슨 웹캠이 있으면 더 재밌는 게임이라는데 저는 웹캠이 없어서 그냥 웹캠 없이도 진행이 된다고 하더라고요. 그냥 웹캠 없이 진행을 해보겠습니다. 이 게임은 눈 깜빡임으로 진행이 됩니다. 웹캠 없어요 저. 눈을 깜빡일 때마다 깜빡이기는 대신에 저는 마우스 클릭을 하고 있어요 지금. 게임이 인식합니다. 하얀색 기호에 눈을 깜빡이세요. 그러니까 웹캠이 없으면은 그냥 마우스 클릭을 함과 동시에 눈을 깜빡이면은 그럴싸하대요. 그래서 마우스 클릭을 하면서 눈을 깜빡이는 거지. 이렇게 클릭 깜빡이 이렇게. 실제로 클릭과 눈 깜빡임을 같이 하는 거죠. 메트로놈을 보고 눈을 깜빡이시면 앞으로 이동합니다. 클릭. 계속 눈을 깜빡이세요. 알았어요. 깜빡. 깜빡. 어디 뭐 바다 한가운데 있는 것 같은데.
Get away, you lucky fowls. That's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger. Ooh, you're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down
누구세요,
with.
아저씨는? 핑크 팬더인데?
We're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you.
무슨
If that
말이야?
makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here.
블링크?
You remember
깜빡.
blinking? Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you.
내가 죽었나?
See,
내가 죽었나요 지금?
sometimes get a sort of a hunch.
이 뭐 요단강이야 지금?
Word. Notion.
뭐야 내가 지금 요단강 건너고 있다고?
Ah. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up.
아 내가 끌어올려졌다고?
See that tower out there? Big scary one. That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life from prow to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the Bitcoin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. No, shut up, you trash
Shut
birds.
up.
You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory.
뭐야?
Clock watchers. I got some words for you. Sorry you had to hear that. Ooh. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me.
내
I
인생?
want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning,
처음에?
first thing that you can remember.
아,
I'm
어렸을
gonna
때.
send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, alright? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back.
정말?
Don't be afraid. And don't try to fight it.
깜빡. 어?
And just try to enjoy it this time.
깜빡.
Look at that sun.
아, 과거로 왔어요.
We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh?
여긴 어딘가?
Let's go get
과거로
you some
왔나요?
seashells. What do you say?
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave.
The day really slipped away, didn't it?
어?
Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Now, where's the first page of my piece? I can't find it anywhere. Did I
여기
put
있다.
it- No.
응? 날아갔네. 깜빡.
Okay. Go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. You know, it will really be something to see how he grows. Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic.
Begin 1 year old Benny. 내 이름이 벤인가?
What was that beep? Oh, it's odd. So I fear that
내 이름이 벤인가?
Oh, you want to play along with mommy, don't you?
응?
Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough.
피아노를 배우고
Now,
있어요.
where was I?
여러분들 악기 연주할 수 있는 거 있나요? 저는 군대 있을 때 기타 조금 배웠었는데 지금 다 까먹었지만.
sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the music.
That's very specific.
Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
그럼
Why
똑똑해지겠지. 똑똑해지겠죠.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you?
배.
Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
This really means
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
뭘 던져?
Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it. You know, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what you have in your head. You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom. See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me.
Beethoven.
He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
다음.
Okay, Benny. Are
Benny.
you ready to see something really special?
I just don't want him to get attached. Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But, while he's here...
아니. 어니. 네가 어니야?
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
C major.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor?
C minor.
You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
She was in grad school
Good
studying
job.
composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain
교수석구나 우리
gravitas
앞에.
in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful.
피아노.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him in.
내가 피아노를 잘 치게 되나?
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Don't worry, I already did.
For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Spoke.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
아, 이 새끼 오줌 쌌어 여기다가.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
너 엄마 오줌 아무 데나 싸면
This
되냐
is
엄마.
called a metronome. We use it to measure
Metronome.
time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start
그런가요?
using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
응? 어떻게 쓰는 거? 똥,
You know, my
Dong,
father once told me
똥.
when I was
Dong.
about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
바로 그렇죠. 죽은 뒤에도 남을 작품을.
So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. I haven't seen him in over 10 years.
죽은 후에도 남을 작품을 만들어야 되는데 이 유튜브 영상이 얼마 동안 갈까요?
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
오케이 맘.
Subdivide the time. One.
아니 뭐야? 아이.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
언 잃어버렸어?
Ernie, buddy,
Ernie!
Ernie.
Ernie, we need you!
God, Elle, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be a...
언니는 잃어버렸네.
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But
아니 배가 불러서 왔어?
Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that? I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. I didn't
언니 안
think about it.
커졌구나.
Just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it... He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red. Were you able to pick up the new book?
Yes, the Manila Galleon was of particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got those two.
Extremely expensive, right?
No.
What is it? 점점 문을 향해 다가가고 있습니다. 갑자기 공포 게임이 됐어요. 문 밖에 뭐가 있을까요?
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I've been listening to him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
엘리제를 위하여. 엘리제를 위하여를 내가 이렇게 잘 치다니.
Okay.
The quiz said find the zero, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
F. 아니 10의 4분의 1 더하기 7의 2분의 5는 이 자식아 대분수는 4분의 40 더하기 맞나?
Congratulations, B.
Richard.
First of many, I'd assume.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down, and I'll drive it back with you up there.
You're not my house. Fall back, you fool. I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, I'm playing inside.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you.
응? 이 몸을 말하는 것인가?
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should
Photo.
take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Quiet, everyone. Benny's about to play for us.
Wow, L, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac.
선생님 대가리 대머리시군요.
You. Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
응?
This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down.
Look at me.
Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space. Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes.
So those who do not remember the past, repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I'd prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time. If we do.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he
Where you gonna-
insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guy's ugly too, though. I will admit
Conchester?
that.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use Tickle Stick.
It's called a magnet school. hour away in a
Boston.
town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible
나
places
음악학교 들어가는
if
거야?
you're really, really good at something. It's just you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco. I want you at a place where people really get you.
그래요.
So what do you think, Benjamin?
Benjamin?
You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
내 이름이 벤자민이야?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to...
바흐. 바흐.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see
Fuga.
you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that. What was that? Was that the piece? What is going on with you these days?
데이즈 헌트는 오디션 30일.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
어?
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
응?
Keep that up. You're sounding.
Anubis,
아누베스.
in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That
Hey,
is Amamet.
Mr. Kid.
And yes,
Over here.
that's a she.
Look
The
at
head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus, though I would not say that to her face. Now,
응.
as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment.
Ew, why is he so scared looking? Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard! Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this is no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really...
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Benny, I said...
Wow, didn't think you'd actually I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus.
T-마이너스 골목.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest.
뭐 투탕카멘이야 뭐야?
Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game. But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed it.
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay, you still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over.
피곤해.
I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. I'm going to be there soon.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
내가 음악학교 입학했구만. 바흐. 두라다다 두라다다 두라다라 두라다라.
Oh, okay. I think that's enough.
아니 망쳤어.
So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right.
떨어졌네, 샹.
I really want to thank you and your mother for coming all the way out here. I know it was quite the drive.
망했구만.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer?
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
무슨 일을 할까요? Give it away. October.
Dinner's ready. B, you hear me?
What's he doing? Why isn't your son doing this,
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
March, April, May, June, July. 예술학교 지원서?
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shell.
Oh, you fiend!
I want you all to take a long look
어허.
at what Mr. Bryn has done here.
내 이름은 또 브린이야?
You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
벤자민 브린.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so
내 이름은
sincerely
벤자민
ironic.
브린이구나. 지금
He flipped the
알았네.
discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
그림쟁이가 됐어?
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous!
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
서명.
I've got a good feeling about you. We're going to make a lot of money.
진짜?
Aren't we?
머니.
To actually making some money with one's art. Lord knows I could never do it.
Ooh, that's good.
Honey, stop. Is that a...
It's Benjamin Breen.
Oh my god. I think it is.
Wrong places.
Hey, honey. Your work's incredible. Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about an app. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single...
날 이렇게 빨리 먹었어? 그냥 40분 만에 그냥 원인을 잃었네.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you...
Hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again. Look, you know I talk to big, important people who could change your life every day. What the hell am I I supposed? Hey, Benny. Guess who's calling? Well, here's the call.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter.
I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did.
She just wanted you to... What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
괜찮은 작품이 나왔구만.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us.
Benjamin Breen. A Passing Day.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor.
오랜만이다.
My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again.
턱수염 난 거야? 아니구나.
I mean, if you were down for that.
한번 둘러보시게.
I just
쩔지?
can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. And your mom,
천재고 말고.
I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this?
보시는 거야?
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck.
원래도 돌아왔네.
Woo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are.
There you are.
Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go.
Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man.
Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
해피지 해피. 무조건 해피야.
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea.
And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like you.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within.
How about that neighbor girl? Huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love?
My first love.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. But be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again. You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for. Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that.
It's too late.
We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
이런 게임이구나. 인생 사는 게임인가 봐요.
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
You go? You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking I might be a work of genius just as I was.
I get all this. We need to move. This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call? Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
눈을 깜빡이면 안 된다고?
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
This is Ellie.
See, she knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
We're eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
이 문이 있었죠. 문은 열지 못하고 넘어갔었는데.
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
뭐야?
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird.
글로에 넘어가.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
대화가 안 들리는군.
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
그게 무슨
Okay.
의미가 있습니까?
Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
I see. You got sick.
Hmm?
You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you?
내가
Sicker
내가
than
아팠나?
healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better.
A child was barely one growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents, and a quiet bliss by sea. His mother was a composer.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the...
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
MRI잖아. 난 좆된 건가?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan. I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you.
Go to bed.
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those...
Benjamin Breen. 건가? 뒤졌나요?
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
약 먹고 밥 먹고 버튼 누르고 물 마시고.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
그래?
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What? You're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just...
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Passing day.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
응?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
약 먹고 샌드위치 먹고 물 먹고 누르고. 응? 뭐야? 언니네?
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine.
샌드위치 먹고 약 먹고 누르고 물 먹고 핸드폰.
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
야, 나 죽겠다.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you.
Stay.
I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
소리 절반으로 줄였습니다. 아이고 죽겠다. 밥 먹고 약 먹고.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
아이고 나 죽는다.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No,
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if
Holy
I'm
shit,
just
꼴까닥. Am I
not a
dead?
good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her.
Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me.
한 가지 확실한 건
I should go get ready.
우리나라의 3N사, 넥슨,
Don't worry.
NC
We got
이런
this.
회사는 이런 게임을 절대 만들어낼 수가 없다라는 거죠. 왜냐? 척 봐도 돈이 안 돼 보이거든. 전설 뽑기가 없으니까. 전설 뽑기가 없기 때문에 이런 게임을 만들어낼 수가 없습니다. 고양이 신?
There she is. Wish me luck.
네가 문직이구나.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
어쩌라고?
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary
home, to an ordinary mother and father.
in a small town by the sea.
His mother,
composer, or at least
that's what she dreamed she'd be.
So, when her
own dreams didn't pan out, she began
깜빡.
But then,
when he was just 11
years old, he
got sick and
was forced to stay inside for an entire year.
And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great
thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had.
How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world, and he made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them of exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he was going to go, he was okay.
Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
나 11살밖에 안 됐어? 좆같구나.
She accepts. Close your eyes now and keep them closed.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
쏨때. 아, 이렇게 끝나는 거야? 게임이 되게 짧네. 진짜. 요런 이제 작품성 있는 게임을 만들기 위해서 이런 분들이 노력을 기울였네요. 절대로 넥슨에서는 못 만드는 게임이죠. 절대로. 우리나라 게임이 발전이 없는 이유가 이런 게임을 안 만들기 때문이에요. 맨날 그냥 전설 뽑기만 만들고 다 빠져 있으니까. 에휴. 너무 좋은 게임이었습니다. 네. 너무 좋은 게임이었어요.